Yes, it seems that we are live, finally. This is this is an amazing challenge, this technology, and yeah, well, it appears to be less simple as I thought. Well, I didn't think it would be simple, but okay. So this is it's a real contradiction, all this talking about what really matters, what really is here, the only thing. So that's why I thought it would be wonderful to just call this the human approach of the unspoken essence of life. So for people who are new to this or are watching this live without having any idea, that is wonderful. Because without having any idea, this is actually the easiest to just open up to the ideas about what you truly are, without needing to lose all these ideas, about the illusion of this experience, which is amazing, and it's so contradictory, and the mind makes it a very complicated thing, which it completely isn't. It's just simplicity, and it's just the beauty of simplicity, and that's what you are, and that's what everything is. And actually, this is just talking about the amazing wonder of this experience, and all the extremes that are appearing in it. And so it's really great when when you don't have the mental luggage or the mental programming of trying to really understand this, because it's beyond understanding. This is just the expression, the ultimate and the only expression of unity, of the one and only wholeness, awareness, And it's amazing. It's a roller coaster. Like, you know, fixing this live stream. It's like, then my body is just going like, oh, you know, well, frustrated. It's not working. My body is feeling warm, and I feel the sensations, and then also a little bit anxiety because, you know, I don't know if you're still going to be here watching the live stream because, well, I know this is just happening, and I try to fix it, but maybe, well, and then we'll just see what happens. And this this is actually it. And then we'll just see what happens. And your body is here making this adventure possible. Without a body, there wouldn't be this human adventure. And the body is facilitating not only this adventure, but the breath, the heartbeat, all the processes in it, whether they are functioning well or whether they are malfunctioning, there is a functioning happening. And I know that this is not what non-duality is pointing to. So I am absolutely, if you're looking for a perfect person to speak about non-duality, I'm for sure not the one, because I'm completely, you know, changing ideas. I'm a creative person. My thoughts are popping up like with everybody. And there's just all these ideas of how to share this beauty, to share this connection, to share this oneness. So, you know, there's just ideas, and that's beautiful, I think, because ideas or concepts are the same as words, are the same as this body. There's all these concepts and forms, and we can just use it, we can explore it, and that is the mystery of this life, to explore all this while it's happening. Yeah. And the deep breathing and just letting your breath fall like gravity into your body, into your belly, actually, in your lower belly. Visualizing and seeing this as a concept, it really is an attempt to ground this experience, because most of the time we are not really here. Well, we are actually really not here, but also we're not in the body. We're just floating above and around the body, because it's so really fucking scary to completely just be here in this experience, in what you're feeling, in what your emotions are you're having, in what you're experiencing in whatever kind of situation. So yes, it's looking for ways to use all the tools that you're given, the tools of your body. This is an amazing tool, and the tool of your mind, which is also amazing. Sorry, I'm always saying amazing, but it to me it really is. And to see this magic and the mystery of it, and also to see that it's uncatchable. I mean, even the body, it seems, it seems so real, but there's not really, we don't really know the body. It's a complete mystery to humankind. We're because we're only focused on the material stuff. We're only focused on the material way of researching things. That's the mainstream. But this is this is a whole, a thing, not a thing, nothing, a no thing, nobody, no body, and nobody. But okay, I'm not really of these concepts of non-duality. I've only actually just heard of it later. It doesn't really interest me at all to use this concept, because it's going to be another concept to realize, to see that you are a nobody. So okay, there's this body, and there you have your body, and there are other bodies, and it's all the same stuff. It's all the same stuff. There's my wall, there's my cup, there's my computer, there's my chair, there's my cat, there's the lamp, there's the ceiling, there's the umbrella, there's the cupboard. And it's all stuff. It's all, well, we can touch it, we can feel it, we can look at it, we eat it, we can drink it. But it's all made of the same. There's only energy. There's only the energy being expressed as forms, and forms that are changing, forms that are just temporary expressions, like the flower that just became a flower because it grew from a seed in the earth. And then it grew into a flower, and then the next day it's already gone. You have flowers that are just flowering one day. There's many flowers. And then there's the cycles happening. I was thinking the other day that the earth is like an energy ball being expressed. The only thing is, in our vision, in our experience, it's very big, it's huge. It's a huge earth, and we are appearing on the earth as humans. But in the bigger scale, it's just another expression of energy. And it's neither big or small. It's just a form, and it's changing, and it's not constant. And it's continuously a processing in process. And that's what I wanted to say, is that, for example, with the seasons, there's the seasons happening. In some regions there are not so strong seasons, and that's also with this body. It responds to seasons. It responds naturally. The natural flow of life is that in winter, when it's cold, the body needs warmth, and it loves to be around a fire, or near the central heating, or near other people, just to feel comfortable, to feel safe, to feel a sense of security. And that's a natural process. And in spring you have the excitement of, new life appearing in the earth, and also many babies are born in spring usually. And of course this happens, all these kind of processes are now in the human life, are so happening continuously. There's not really one way of living, because we have electricity, we have central heating, we have all the comforts of what we want in many countries, but also in many countries there's none. And well, it's really up to you to feel, to explore, to discover what your body needs in every moment, whether it's anxiety, whether it's hunger, whether it's coffee. I mean, for me, for example, I have been drinking coffee for a while, especially when I was living in Portugal. It's very good, but I know, I can sense with my body that it's not good for me. I don't feel good with it. I get a heart, quickening heartbeat. I feel hyper. I don't feel good. I get problems with my intestines, so, yeah. Many people lose completely this contact with their body, and do not recognize the signals your body is giving. And I think it's really, really beautiful and really important while you're having this adventure, which is, whatever is happening in your life, to explore what your body is doing in these processes, because there is no standing still in this. There's only processes happening. I mean, now after I've already eaten, in Holland we eat not too late. So I'm sitting here doing the stream, and I can just sense my body. I can just sense it's digesting. It's digesting the food. It's going from my stomach into my intestines. And there's a lot of things happening there, And so when you are experiencing or feeling painful or difficult emotions, feelings, situations that you're in, then the body, it's just here. It's just here. It's just completely open to whatever is happening, whatever happens, whatever feeling that you're having, whether you are frustrated, whether you are insecure, whether you are having desires, whether you are feeling excited, whether you are afraid, or whether you're in a discussion. There's this body that's completely open, and then there's, heat, especially usually a lot of heat happening when anxiety comes up, or fear, or even hatred. When you feel hatred for somebody, this hatred is just a reflection of how you feel about yourself, how incompetent you feel, and that is being projected to the outside. I mean, how many times have I not been completely stuck in projecting my frustrations, my own insecurities, my vulnerability upon others, having the idea that it was them, it was the other that had to change, and the other was wrong, and the other was hurting me or making me feel uncomfortable because of it, because of the other one being vulnerable, or the other one was being aggressive, or the other one was being confrontating, or the other one was having desires, and then you just you blame it on yourself. You're punishing yourself. While there is no one to blame. There is no one to punish. There's just a sensation happening of something that the mind thinks that, oh God, now I'm feeling really afraid, and I can't feel afraid because you're conditioned. You've learned that this is not good to feel afraid, or it's not good to feel vulnerable or being open. And I mean, if somebody is talking so very openly about their life or about intimacy, then you can feel like, I don't know if I feel really good with it, maybe you should stop talking about this. And then you just oppress the other one's openness. Well, it's beautiful that the other one is open about it. It's all good, but because the reflection of the other person, you may feel very uncomfortable. You may feel very, you know, ah, you know, this is not good. The other one shouldn't do that. But it's only projection happening. And there's no one to blame. This just happened. It just happened in your life. I'm doing a detox this week, and it means that I am eating very healthy, which I think I am eating already healthy all my life, more or less. I mean, I was never restricting myself too much, because I just, well, if we can, why not enjoy, right? Just enjoy chocolate and a snack and crisps and whatever. But I do the detox now for 5 days, eating. I don't eat gluten, and I don't eat any dairy, and also no sugar, not refined sugar, only honey. So, and then this really hit me. It was really like, especially, I think it was yesterday, after the third or fourth day, it really got to me that I realized how incredibly my body is conditioned to all this eating sugar, especially eating sugar. Sugar is in everything, but also dairy. But most difficult it is actually, even now, today I'm doing good, but to not eat sugar, because it is in everything. In the ketchup, in the hummus that you buy in the supermarket, in bread, in yogurts, in healthy yogurts. Yeah, so this feels actually really good. So, well, I'm telling this because I like to tell it, but also that the body is conditioned too. It's completely conditioned. But apart from this conditioning, it is still open. And I think that is a beautiful way to look at freedom, at living your life without suffering, without identification, because you are conditioned and you will always be conditioned in many ways through through the way your body works, and through ideas, through values, norms, things you've learned from school teachers, from parents, from caretakers, from best friends, neighbors, whoever you've met. So conditioning is still and always will happen, but a new conditioning, reconditioning, or new conditioning is happening too. The same. It's not fixed. If there's anybody who would like to ask questions, if you are already not aware of it, you can do this through Skype. You can send me your Skype address, and then no, it's not all bad conditioning, Charles is saying. It's true, and there is not really a bad and a good. I mean, there's just conditioning. It's not about being a good or a bad. Yeah. I find conditioning. I find conditioning also beautiful. I mean, actually, when you look from this open perspective of just unconditional love and awareness, then everything has a certain beauty in it. I mean, the beauty that is beyond form, because in a way everything is beautiful. It's just that we identify with with who we are, and that's why and then because of conditioning and then because of traumas, we think that we are bad when we are abandoning someone in a relationship, because we choose for ourselves, because we choose to be by ourselves and to, well, leave the person that we're with, to be loyal to who we are. And then we feel bad because we abandoned the person. But you know, it's beautiful when you choose for yourself. It's beautiful when you just follow your heart and follow your true expression. I don't know, Charles. Would you say that you depend more now on conditioning since your awakening and less on critical reasoning? I mean, I really don't know. I mean, for sure that being critical and skeptic, I used to be a very big skeptic, is much less and less than when I was identified very strongly. But of course, there's still, this is a game of ideas and concepts. There's just, we can't go without it. I mean, otherwise there wouldn't be talking happening. I mean, we wouldn't have this live stream. I mean, there wouldn't be live chat. Chrissy says, what about DNA that's in the body and being born with? Yeah, I think that DNA is just also, it's also a conditioning of the body. The way your hair looks, the way you, the way you're built, the way, I don't know much about all this, but yeah, sure, it's definitely conditioning, DNA, but not not in this experience. It's just the package of the seed. I mean, the seed and the egg that get together, but it's exactly the same package of the seed of a flower or a tree or any other kind of creature that's being born in an animal or in a plant or in a human expression. Yes, there appears a form and a shape and a color and certain. I think it's mainly that, and then the conditioning in life, in experiences, is conditioning that you get when you grow up from your environment. But I mean, even when I was a child, I had this, and everybody must recognize this, there are certain preferences that we have. Like, for example, I used to love to make tea, and then kind of a Japanese, Chinese way of making tea as a child, and I think I was around 10 years old. And nobody told me this. I just loved this little ritual and putting a little teapot and then boiling the water on the candle, and then putting the the tea leaves in the pot, and then you get the aroma of the tea, and then you have these little cups, and then you just put tea in it or in a sieve, and then you just go and sit there. And then I was just doing this naturally. Nobody was teaching me this. Nobody was telling me, oh, this is, you should do that or so. No, it was a natural interest, and I think that is the beauty of following these natural interests of your life, in your life, to see that you are the creative one, or you're the technical one, or you're the one that loves to write, or the one that loves people, to connect people, or to build stuff, or I mean, there's just endless expressions of the same thing here, and isn't that just beautiful? Isn't that just amazing? I find this really beautiful. It's my leg. It's my leg. Oh. No. Okay. Well, it's very boring. Nobody has questions. Yes, it's an amazing story. It's an amazing experience. That's why my email is also amazingly, which is also amazing lie in English, of course, obviously. Which is absolutely, because I don't know why I have this word. I mean, I just love saying amazing. It's my brand. So, is anybody still going to join me at my retreats in September, end of September, October? Because you still can. Hmm. It would be really great if you could come, Charles. Oh yeah, another thing. If anybody has ideas to give a meeting somewhere, I don't know where everybody is, I think England, USA, Holland, I would really love to know if you have any venues, locations, where it would be possible for me to speak. I mean, I know I'm just quite new on this stage, and I don't have a lot of public yet. So, but maybe it's possible. So just let me know. Keep me posted. I've also discovered that I have this. Well, I didn't discover this for the first time, but my life is usually with inspiration. Is like everybody has this, and especially artists. And I see myself also as an artist, a writer, and an artist, and well, speaking, and all this theater that's happening. So, well, inspiration is usually coming for writing, and it goes then really like this, especially because I have also a blog. And then I write, and it comes like in a wave, and there comes a lot of inspiration, and well, and I put it on the blog, and then there's really, I haven't been writing for a while now, and and then I feel, yeah, well, should I go on with this blog? I mean, yeah, it's something. This is much more fluid in a sense that you can just, anything that pops up just comes out, and you can just, well, you put it on internet, on YouTube, and everybody can just see it, and it's not so, doesn't need a lot of work to work on the form and how beautiful this all is. Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful, Simon. When did you discover non-duality? I don't think I discovered non-duality. I think non-duality discovered me. I mean, it was really, I was really not looking for non-duality. I just wanted to be happy. I just wanted to feel at home and feel peace. I was so restless. I mean, not even in the least on the outside, but especially inside. Outside, I I was doing all kinds of things just to survive. But on the inside, there was this restlessness and this unease with whatever was happening. And because there was this uneasing feeling, many times I felt like frozen, like as if I was completely static, and everything became fixed. Actually, it was like, this is a fixed idea of me. This is what I am, and this is how it's going to be for the rest of my life. And the fear, this huge fear of this idea actually was devastating, was tearing me apart, and was also creating this huge this fight, this duality here in the solar plexus, you know. But this is yeah, this is just whatever is happening, and there are no fixed ideas. There's nothing is fixed. There are no fixed bodies, there are no fixed ideas, there are no fixed forms. Everything is changing. And the beauty of it, of ideas, is that you can change your mind about it. You can really change your mind. And once the shift of this change is happening, you can start to see that this is all so irrelevant. Whether there's non-duality, or whether there's frustration appearing, or being with your lover, or being in the shopping, it's all so beautiful, and at the same time it's so irrelevant in the sense of, I mean, of course it's not irrelevant, but there's no, it's just what's happening in your life. It's neither good, it's neither bad. It's all what is. And that's why I think, also for me, I mean, I love concepts, but the concept of non-duality was, and sometimes still is, difficult to me because of many people make it into a very mental, fixed idea of eyes and of being no one, being nothing, and there's really just the beauty of what's happening and the beauty of what you are. Mm. Mm. Yeah. I'm just reading your messages. Vateris, I don't know if I was pronounce your name well. That's why I call you Xava. Maybe it's also not good, but anyway. So you're saying that you're in a mental place where words like amazing, beautiful, love, and the like just don't arise usually. And you say that you're in this place for a long time, decades actually, and that you've tried so many things. You've been drawn to non-duality a long time ago, but you say that you are just still shrinking. So I was asking you what you mean with that. Uh-huh. Woo! You give me goosebumps. Because you say to your question or your story, you say, me asking about shrinking. Since my childhood, I felt nothingness. But this is not the one you are talking about. This is cold, empty, uninterested. That's what you're saying. And this appears to me, I think that's why I get goosebumps, because there's recognition about this and this experience, and there's the conditioning of the body and the conditioning of the mind, but mostly there's a conditioning of a fixed idea about what nothingness, what you say is nothingness, is. And when you are still holding on to this concept, what nothingness means to you, then you are still holding on to something that's not here, something that is long past gone. Like you say, it's decades, it's many decades probably, or whatever in time, but there's only here now. There's only this moment. And that's why I think it's beautiful that you connect, because you're saying that you're in a mental place while you are also here. You're connecting. Yes, this recognition, otherwise you wouldn't be here on the live stream, otherwise you wouldn't connect and write me this. So there's recognition, there's a resonance beyond words, beyond your mental ideas, beyond your mental concepts. And apart from this recognition, there's really a fixed idea of what nothingness means to you. And it's like it's engraved in the record. It's engraved in your record that is not here. It's just a repeat. It's like it's stuck in this record and it keeps playing the same thing. But let me please tell you that this is also something that you can pick up this, I don't know how you call this, from the record player, and just see that it's just the thing that's picking up the sound, and you can just look at it and explore this thing. If that is the nothingness, then you can just see, okay, yes, it's nothingness, but okay, now I'm just going to put it there or there, and then there's another tune going to play, and that tune is the one, the freedom that you are. because all tunes are available. All tunes are playing that tune. It's all just ideas being very, very relative, completely relative. And I know that this is not easy. And again, I get goosebumps because I know it's really not easy, but it is possible to change ideas, to see that they are just concepts that your mind and your body have identified with, and it's now your security, became your security. It's the thing that you know best, the thing that you're brought up with, and it's not true. It's not more true than a new idea of seeing that there's just nothingness in another idea, that nothingness is emptiness and it's everything, and it's the beauty that you are, the unconditional, limitless love that you are. So wow, oh, I get goosebumps all over by reading your message, Simon. It's so beautiful. I'm so glad, and so touch me so much. And I really hope that well, you're also able to read the chat, I mean the others that are watching, because it's so beautiful. It's really beautiful when people start to see through the ideas and the fixed ideas, and to see through that really it's just an idea that's in the way of your freedom, of your feeling whole, feeling complete, because you are complete, you are whole, you are perfect in your imperfectness, in everything, and this is beyond good and bad, because that's what I feel, Varteres, when you write me, that there's still this judgment about whether it's good or bad what you're doing, what you're thinking about yourself, about your life, how difficult it is or has been. And it's hard to let go of this luggage, because it's all you know, and you think that there's something to lose in it, but there's nothing to lose, only an idea. Yeah, well, people, I will be going off stream. I will be going off stream now, so it was really beautiful. Thank you very much for watching and for sharing. And I hope that next time I will be able to stream again easily without any complications from 7:30 Dutch time on. So see you next time. Bye bye.